cops, especially traffic. Usually there's two kinds. The one who try to hunt as many drivers that he can. He hide in the side of the road with the speed camera and try to catch as many drivers that's going quick. At the end, of the day, he got a huge success, tons of tickets he gave, with a lot of bonuses to himself, money to the government, and ability for some kind of going up as a cop, a higher rank. This cop, bottom line, is not really aim and want to lower the amount of the drivers who's going against the law or the traffic accidents, chas v'chalila. Because if the driver's going to actually go according to the law, what about his bonuses? What about the ability to get a higher rank? But on the other side, there's a cop that's he actually want to save life and cause a safer driving all around. When he doing his job, actually standing in order that the driver is going to see him, and they're going to realize there's cops all around, and they're going to drive slower. When he get a driver, if it's not like an extreme case, he's just going to warn him and send him with regards for be safe and finish the story. Which one of those cops doing a better job? Bottom line, there's a conflict of interest. The personal interest to try to impress your commanders, get more bonuses, and on the other side, there's a benefit of the public, keep the laws of driving and the safety of everybody around. For sure the second one is the right one. To the Kohanim, to the priest, there's two main jobs. The work in the holy temple, the sacrifices, the redeem of the firstborn and others. And in those actions the Kohen get benefits. He gets part of the meat, usually the better part of the beef. And if not the beef, he's going to get the skin, the hides. But there's another job and task for the Kohanim, for the priest. People not really familiar with it. And the job is to educate and guide Klal Yisrael on the path of God. As it says in Sefer Dvarim, and they should guide your laws to Yaakov and your holy Torah to the Jewish nation. At the end of the blessing of Kohanim, it said, and they should put my name upon Klal Yisrael, and I will bless them. You can translate and explain, I will bless them, I will bless Klal Yisrael and agree with the Kohanim, or I will bless them, the Kohanim. It says in our parashah, Parashat Tzav, you should command Aharon and his children, saying, and Rashi explained when it says you should command Tzav, it's mean make them be quicker in their job. And Rabbi Shimon says why you need to be quicker, especially when there could be chisron kis, lack of cash, let's say, in your pocket. You could lose something. And the Doresh Tov said to us and explained that God forbid when the Kohen, the priest, is going to think on his duties of the sacrifices and for sure to educate Klal Yisrael, you should maybe, God forbid, have a weird thought. Wow, if I'm going to actually direct and teach Klal Yisrael in the path of God, they're going to be less sinners. And if they're going to be less sinners, I'm going to get less beef, less nourishment to my family. That's why we need to educate, you're going to say, but gently, keep some gaps, because I need to get something. And that's why it says Tzav in our parasha, command. Be quick, especially when you think you can lose something. And this is a warning to the Kohanim and to each and one of us to do our job only for the sake of heaven and prevent sins and bring people close to the path of God. Okay, you can worry a little bit to your livelihood, etc. And why only a little bit? Because we all know that the livelihood and the sustain of a person is only from God, and they decided in the beginning of the year, and nothing going to prevent you from getting what you're supposed to get except of your own sins. And for sure you cannot imagine or think that the holy service as a Kohen or a Jew, learning the Torah and fulfilling it, gonna cause you for less sustain, money, or to lose anything. Nachat Ruach Klal Israel. And remember, everything is in the hands of heaven except the fear of heaven. Nachat Ruach Parashat Tzav.